Hey, what's up guys, Chris here, back in Anthem after quite some time actually. It's been a week since I last posted a video here on this channel, and you know what, I don't regret it one bit. I'm having a ton of fun just playing out the games, relaxing and not minding YouTube for a change. It's definitely been very relaxing for me lately, but you know what? Some stuff is happening in Anthem, and of course I had to cover it. Anyway, Anthem is in a strange situation right now. I was 100% expecting for the Cataclysm update to drop sometimes this month. Well, it's the end of July and not even BioWare have a release date for us, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean there's nothing happening behind the scenes. In fact, and I'm excited about a lot of this stuff that's being worked upon currently, there are a ton of cosmetics coming up, a lot of which have been data mined lately, a ton of armor sets that look really awesome, but what I'm most excited about is the fact that many of these are actually tied in to challenges. So no longer vanity store items that you have to buy with money, these are actually tied in with challenges, with the seasonal store, and you can just get those by playing the game. So you know what, let's dive right in. And before doing so, a big shout out to Instant Gaming once more. They have helped me organize another giveaway, so if you want to check it out, there's a link down below. All you need to do is sign up on their website and then choose whatever game you want to enter in the giveaway for, and of course in about 20 days from this point a winner will be contacted by email. But with that being said and done, let's jump right in because there's quite a ton of stuff to talk about, and as I was saying, there are a ton of armor sets being worked upon. You probably already saw a couple of them in one of my streams, and of course we're going to start with those because I've also unlocked them on the PTS, and actually one of the sets was really easy to unlock. It was just tied into the vanity store, but there's a lot of other stuff that's been tied into challenges that has also been data mined, so this will drop with the Cataclysm update, and this is the set. All of the classes actually come with one of these, and you already saw on one of my streams that I have unlocked the one for the Colossus, which is the first one I'm showing right now. This was the only one that I was able to unlock on the PTS because it was the only one available in the seasonal store, but you know what, I think it took me like 1 or 2 hours to get. Like, it costs, I believe, 5 major crystals, which is like 5,000 minor crystals, so obviously way faster than just getting gold and then getting the set. Of course, it's not the only one for the classes. As I was saying, Colossus is the first one. The other classes also have one as well. We didn't see this on the PTS yet, but it's been data mined and it looks pretty sweet. I mean, this is the one for the Ranger, for example, and I really dig this one. This is probably one of the best looking in the game. Again, just the general theme of this is so freaking high quality. I mean, you can see that beautiful helmet over there is something that I'm a big fan of. Also the Interceptor, called the Piercer set, this one is also really nice. It kinda just emulates its regular armor, at least for the head, and everything else is covered in crystals, so again, really nice touch. But my favorite one is probably the one for the Storm, which is called the Shard Torrent. This is a little bit different than the other ones. It's still in the same style, but it looks so much better. I'm a big fan of those shards on the actual shoulders and on the forearm runes. It definitely looks really nice. Probably not gonna buy it, but if I had the funds or if I can farm it fast, I'm probably going to get it. Really nice nonetheless, but there's a ton more actually, a ton more for all of the classes. One, of course, is called the Ether. This is for the Interceptor, and this is probably the most different compared to other styles that I've seen so far just for the Interceptor. Like, regularly you don't see Interceptors with tabards, you always see them with slick armor sets that denote agility, fast movement speed and all of that. Then we have another couple of them for the Colossus. The first one is of course the Dark Grace, and the second one is the Full Bore armor set. Both of these actually cover the head fully, so you won't see the head. It's just like a piece of round metal covering that head for extra protection, you know. But I think the Dark Grace is definitely the winner over here. It definitely looks the best out of these two at the very least, even though the round head is something that we've seen before in the past. Like, for example, the next set also kind of has the same theme going on, with the entire head being pretty much fully covered. This is of course the Full Bore Colossus set. In the same style, of course, we also have for the other javelins, like the Recon for the Interceptor. Again, a bit of a departure because it looks a bit too bulky for the Interceptor, but we had bulky armor sets for this class in the past. We also have one for the Ranger. This is the Barar set, and it also looks really interesting. If you're going with that really bulky soldier look, it definitely fits that style, and I kind of like those squares over there on the shoulders. Not so sure about the chest piece, but the head definitely looks really nice. And of course, finally we have the Swift Shot Storm armor set. This is of course my favorite of the bunch, at least from these ones, not including the first set that I was covering, the one with the crystals. This one also looks nice. It kind of reminds me of a Power Ranger a little bit, but what I like the most about it is the runes. The runes on the arm over there definitely look a little bit different than the usual, and I kind of like them, but that's not all there is to it. In fact, there's going to be quite a bit more than that. And of course, you already know that BioWare kind of has a thing for reps, and reps are a super easy thing to just apply to your character and still change the overall look, because they apply to the overall armor. So a lot of these I've actually seen being tied to challenges. One of them, you actually even saw it on one of my streams because I have unlocked it. That was the Royal Fragment. You already saw me playing with it on all of my javelins. We have the Mad Titan. This is the first one that was data mined. Then we have the Emerald Tusk. This is a favorite of mine because it's all full green, also with the shattered emeralds over there. It looks really high quality. I would definitely wear it on my Ranger. I mean, the Ranger is just the best class to wear these. Of course, we also have the Gleaming Mantle. I don't think this is tied to the seasonal store. I'm not really sure. I think this is just tied in with some of the challenges, if I remember correctly. Then of course we have the Greed's Glisten. You can even see the yellow rhombs over there, kind of resembling legendary items. The Harmonic Crest also looks pretty nice, even though it's a little bit too pink for me. The Purple Spire, if you're going for that purple rain, of course it goes hand in hand. We have Radiant Burst. I believe this one is also tied in with a challenge. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the challenges. The Shattered Sea, another favorite of mine, just because it has that awesome vibrant blue teal kind of color. I'm not really sure how you call it, but it looks really sweet. And there's actually a lot of them, like Crystal Sky, a lot of stuff over there. Fractured Twilight. This one is just insane, kind of reminds me of retro wave music for some reason. We of course have Splinter, Citrine, and Amethyst Breach. There also has to be like a Divine Strike somewhere, but I don't think it was data mined yet. That one is also a reward from one of the challenges, so also a pretty sweet one. And finally we have some new materials. A ton of them look actually very interesting, very unique. I'm not going to go over all of them because you can see them right now on the screen, but some of the ones that I really liked are the Shell Tropical. It looks quite interesting, especially so since it kind of looks bumpy, it kind of looks 3D, so when you look at it, it kind of looks like it has these slight bumps on the surface, so that is definitely something that I want to get. Also Skin Dragon Leather. Finally we have a non-metal option because I already loved the Skin Dragon Metal. It really looked awesome, but I kind of wish I had multiple color choices to pick from, which metal unfortunately doesn't have. So finally we have a dragon skin for all of the other materials. Of course we also have a shark skin. This is still for the leather, looks pretty interesting, though it kind of doesn't look like a shark to me, so there's that. Radioactive material also looks interesting, especially if you're trying to go with that more rugged look. And there's a couple more actually towards the end, like the Gemstone Amethyst, even though it's spelled wrong in the game files. Polished Shattered, this is another painted one, really nice looking one. And of course the Granite Stone, again, looks really sweet. And a ton of work is being put behind the scenes. I believe that some of the data mines don't include all of the stuff that even is on the PTS, so I believe this is just stuff that is new. This doesn't include the stuff that has already been known to exist on the PTS, so I'm a bit conflicted about this whole situation. On one side, I'm glad that BioWare is putting a ton of work behind the scenes to bring as much as possible through the Cataclysm update, but on the other hand, I'm kinda pissed that it's August. We never had a proper update since the game released, and soon, by next month I believe, we're going to have Borderlands 3, we're going to have Death Stranding the month after that, and yeah, even Destiny 2 has a big update actually in September, so good luck Anthem to go against these games in September. So hopefully BioWare, whatever they do, they will drop the update this, well, not week, but these couple of weeks. I believe in the beginning of the August should be a good date for them if they still want to at the very least keep some of the player base active. Otherwise, the PTS has gone down, so it's gone. We are not sure if it's forever. I hope it's not the case, but now you know that. So whatever that means, it can't point to anything other than we're getting closer and closer to the Cataclysm update. So hopefully that's going to be sooner rather than later. But with that, I think we have covered everything we need to cover, and if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, a thumbs up would be super appreciated. Also subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell, and I will see you guys next time.